Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, hi, hello, welcome. My name is Akeri Mafuila and you should totally subscribe. To our new subscribers, I'd just like to reintroduce myself. So, hi, my name is Akeri Mafuila. I am Namibian. I just turned 19 and I currently reside in Accra, Ghana. And today I'll be talking about what it's been like living in Ghana for the past 6 months. Which is so crazy to talk about because the year has gone by so fast. Yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so let's just rewind back to how all this happened and what my reaction was the first time we got the news, and yeah, just the whole experience and all. So we got the news that we'll be moving here around end of June, early July there, and I was just feeling a whole lot of emotion. Like at first I was just shocked. I couldn't believe it. I was like, what? We're moving to another country. Like I was just shocked and excited. And then later on it started sinking in, like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to leave my friends and family home. I have to start a new life, start new connections. And I don't know, there's just a lot going on. We were given a 6-month notice to prepare and start packing and all that. And my mom's colleague was here looking for a place for us to stay, so it was also a whole process. Like she would send us videos and pictures of the houses or apartments, and we'd have to discuss, okay, like which house is better, which one is affordable, all that. And yeah, it was a whole process. It was a fun process because I was also, when I was doing my research on Ghana and where we would be staying, and researching on the food and the culture, it's what excited me more. And I'm someone that visualizes myself in certain situations or like places and stuff. So I just kept like envisioning my life in Ghana, like what would I be like what would I be doing, what it would be like living in Ghana, going to the open markets, eating fufu. I still have to eat fufu. I want to find like a good, legit, authentic place. I don't know, like someone just has to take me there, because I feel like if I just decide on where to eat fufu, I don't know. I want someone to take me to a good fufu place. I want my first impression of fufu to be amazing. Amazing. Okay, I'm going off track now, but as I was saying, yeah, it was fun doing research. I even have a whole list of places I would like to visit, little shops and cafes I would like to go to. It's just I have enough time. I have enough time to go there. And yeah, my mom told me that we're moving. It was only between us. Okay, it was only between us, and my sisters only found it like a week later, because my mom just wanted it to be like completely confirmed, like foolproof confirmation before we could start telling the news. So after a week we finally told my sisters and my dad, and it was just between us, the family, for those few months. So we're making the most of our moments together. Yeah, I come from a very family oriented family, which is so, yeah, so we just went out a lot, always spending time together, movie nights every night, like just every second counted. And also with my friends, every moment I had, it was so hard keeping it a secret from my friends, because like every time I was with them I would like want to cry, because I'm like, oh, I'm gonna miss these moments with them. Like, oh, it was so hard. It was really so hard trying not to slip up and tell them like, yo, I won't be here for a few years, guys, I'm gonna miss you. Yeah, it was really tough keeping it a secret from everyone, because it's not nice when you tell people such big news so early on, before it even actually happens, because people have weird intentions. So we're just waiting until like the last month before our move to tell like everyone, friends, family, and all that. Yeah. Oh my gosh, the packing process, I didn't even know what to pack because like I'm basically packing my whole life. Or I don't even know. Not my whole life. What am I saying? But I don't know, it felt like I was picking up my whole life. Like I had to clear out my cupboards, I had to go through everything. And that's when I noticed I'm actually quite a hoarder. Like I slightly hoard a lot of stuff, but not a lot, not a lot. But I'm just, yeah. I have attachments to objects and clothes and books and just every little thing. So yeah, I had to clear out my closet. I had to give away like small clothes or clothes that I barely wore. And then we're buying like food every month. We're slowly buying our food to put them in the boxes to send them over. So we're buying like food, toiletries, you know, cleaning supplies, some kitchenware, you know, like some like forks and spoons and stuff. Because my mom was like, you never know where we're going. Like we might not have the small things that we need. So yeah, even blankets, some pillows. And yeah, so that was the process, basically just keeping it low key. No one knew that this was happening, of course. Yeah. The traveling process was hard. It was hard because for 2 weeks before we flew, there was celebrations. You know, my mom's friends, colleagues, like family members, my siblings, friends as well. Like we're just having so many farewell celebrations. Okay, not celebrations, but just farewell gatherings. And you know, and I was not home. I was at my aunt's place because of how many parties were happening at our house, and it was exam period for me. So I was at my aunt's house trying to grind. Yo, I was studying. I had to put the fact that we're flying aside just to properly focus on my studies. It was hard. It was really difficult going through the moving process and the packing, and then still trying to focus on my studies, trying to get those good scores. And I did well. The last day of my examination, I threw my farewell gathering with my friends. Not everyone I invited could make it, which is understandable because I did plan it quite last minute. And you know, like I said, it was exam period. Some people were still writing their exams. So yeah, I'm just grateful for everyone that could make it, you know. And yeah, I'm just sad for my other friends and family members that couldn't come, so I could get my last goodbye with them. But yeah, that evening after everyone left, that was the time I actually started packing. I did not pack at all. Like I said, we packed earlier, like the stuff that we're sending over, but now this was just like the leftover stuff. So I didn't even know where to start. And my cousin and sister were so tired. They were just there on my bed. They were not even helping me. I'm just there like, where do I start? Like, how do I pack? Like, I'm packing up my life. I'm moving. Where does one start? Like, it's just me there 1 a.m. with two empty suitcases, not knowing what to do. And I'm also just here crying. It was just an emotional traveling process. So that evening I barely slept. I was just packing. And in the morning we left. I don't even know what is happening. There's a lot going on with the process of going to the airport. Like I had to go earlier because we're kind of behind on schedule, so I had to go before everyone else with the passports and already get them like stamped and stuff. And yeah, because my mom was also still packing that morning. Like I said, I don't know, bruh, I don't know what is happening. It was my mom and I, we barely packed there. But luckily I was done because I didn't have a lot to pack. I didn't have a lot of clothes because I gave half of my clothes away, and the other half was sent here. And so I just had a few of the clothes that I was already wearing back home. Just I had to pack that. Yeah, so since I had to go early, I was like, okay, fine. My family members are just gonna come with the other cars and we can have a good goodbye hug at the airport. No, they could not come. They could not make it. I don't know. It was a whole thing, and I was crying. I cried so hard. I had a nosebleed because of how hard I cried. I was just so sad and hurt. Like I could not even hug my sisters for the last time. Could not hug my cousins and aunts for the last time. It was sad. It was a whole flying process was interesting. This was my first time flying long distance like this because I've only flown to South Africa before. Once. I've only flown an aeroplane once in my life. The other time was just by car. We drove from Windhoek to Cape Town. We drove from Zambezi to Botswana. Yeah, so that is always my traveling process by road. Yeah, so I was excited because it would be my first time traveling such a distance, and we had a layover in Ethiopia too. So I was like, oh my gosh, I'll be at 2 countries. I'll be like at another country and stuff. I don't know, it was just fun. The aeroplane flight the experience was great. The food, I mean, it was kind of weird the first time because it didn't taste real, but it was yummy. It was good. Okay, that's good. I was eating up that rice and chicken, and then I wasn't a fan of the strawberry pudding that they gave as a dessert, but I still ate it because I don't know, I just eat. In Ethiopia, that's when it was slowly starting to hit me like, oh my gosh, like this is it, this is real. But also at the same time I was in denial. I was just going through a denial stage. And I had my own room. It was my first time having my own room in a hotel, so that was quite scary. I slept with the TV on that night, and then the next day is when we flew to Accra, Ghana. Whoa, it was so nice. When we landed, when we got off the plane, boom, we were hit with that hot air. The humidity was so strong. It was just so thick and hot. Oh my gosh. I thought I was gonna die. I could not breathe. It felt like I was getting asthma or something, because if you guys don't know, Namibia is a desert. We are a desert, a savanna. We are dry. We don't have humidity unless you're like at the coast area or like the northern part of the country and stuff, but we don't really get that much humidity, you know. So me coming here to a hot, moist country, oh my gosh, my body was fighting this whole change. I got sick and it was a whole thing. I'm okay now. The humidity and I are still not besties, but it's getting better. My lungs are adjusting to this type of air quality. Yeah, anyway. The day we arrived and the next morning I woke up, I could not believe where I was. In this beautiful house with green luscious trees out my window. Like, wow, it's so unreal. Ghana, Jala is mwega, Jala is mwe. My first impressions of Ghana was, it's hot and there's so many people. That was my first impression. And then the food, spicy. Even the KFC, even though you didn't ask for mild or what, and you just ordered the normal KFC, it's still spicy. I don't know what you guys are putting in your KFC, but your KFC is still spicy. Or maybe it's just us not ordering correctly, but we just order and get spicy chicken. Like, yeah, that's my first impression of the food. I am obsessed. I am in love with plantain. I love eating plantain. I love jollof rice. I love fried rice. My favorite drinks are the Alvaros, all the flavors. I like Calipo. I don't know, I forgot this other name. It's a red purplish kind of drink. It's called Zobo, if I'm not mistaken. And it's kind of gingery, you know, it burns when you drink it. I love that drink so much. But yeah, there are 3 drinks that I enjoy a lot here. The private transport here, Yengo, Bolt, Uber. I use Bolt the most because I find the app easier to use. Uber, I have cried twice using Uber. It's not a joke. the stress I get using that app is not normal. Yango, it's also quite difficult to navigate, but when I cannot get a hold of Bolt and then I just switch on to Yango, I find it so interesting because private transportation back home is pricey, but here the private transportation is cheaper than taking a taxi, because taking taxi here, you must be rich. So that's just one thing that surprised me, and it's easier to use. But then when you ran out of data and you're not familiar with like taking like the public transport, like the bus and stuff, it's not easy. I've not taken a bus before, but I'm always there like, oh my gosh, do you have data? Can I please hotspot, or can you call Bolt for me? Like, yeah. Which is embarrassing. Also, when we arrived to Ghana, we noticed that wherever you go, there is air conditioning because of how hot and humid it is outside. When you step into a mall or into a shop, you just hit with cold air, and I think that's also one of the things that got me sick. My body is already adjusting to the heat and humidity, and now this hot cold every time we go out or go somewhere, it was taking a toll on me. Okay, I also wanted to mention that I found it so cool how when you go to restaurants, there's like a scan code where you can just scan the menu. So convenient. I just that is just one of the things I wanted to mention. And I'm also a fan of like the tall trees, because when we go on walks and the sun is just scorching hot during the day, the trees are there. There's so much shade everywhere, so you don't have to be worried of like, oh, let me take a cap or let me take an umbrella, because there's trees literally everywhere and there's shade. So that's one thing I like as well. The people here are very friendly and very touchy, which I'm not a fan of. But apart from that, everyone else has just been so welcoming and so friendly. The pidgin language, guys. I don't understand pidgin there, Mara. The first time we got here, many people were speaking to us in pidgin, and we're just like, what? We're like, is this English? Like, what said the man? Sorry. What are you saying? Because you're speaking English. Like, we're just thinking in our head, like, you're speaking English, but I don't get what you're saying. It's like you're eating the words or what. It's like, what? Bro, I don't know. Yes. And I've also noticed, like, especially from my classmates at school, everyone is so optimistic and just good, and like Mommy, the volume! I'm almost done. And also everyone is just so like happy here. Everyone is so happy, so uplifting. Like, I feel like I'm always in a better mood, you know, because of how encouraging one can be. Like when I'm down, especially at school, like when a test is coming, or I don't know, I just feel so discouraged. I'm just like, like I cannot do it. And they're like, just try, you got this, just do it and stuff, you know. I don't know, everyone, it's so sweet. I don't know, so cute. So I want to say Elmina, our trip to Elmina tops the list of favorite places I visited in Ghana. Elmina was just so, I don't know how to explain it, that it was so life shifting, life moving. I don't know, the English words are not coming. The the resort we stayed at was so magical, so beautiful, so healing. I felt so healed in my soul. The food, the energy of the people, the locals, the music. Oh my gosh, the beach, the water, the animals. And when we're driving through the streets of Amina, it was just so amazing seeing like locals doing their daily thing, you know, like just going on about their daily lives. I don't know. There's like, it's like this stuff that you see in the movies. So I don't know. That's just so wow. It's just so wow. Everything throughout our trip in Amina was just wow. Billy and I, we always talk about it. That's just how deep that place has touched us. Places I'd love to visit as well: Aburi, Kumasi. I'd also love to go to the waterfalls. Since it's rainy season, and I've heard that it's best to go during the rainy season because that's when the waterfalls are more active. Like there's more water, and you can swim there too. I don't know. I don't know when we'd go. Probably next month, hopefully. I'd love to experience what it's like being at a waterfall. Food, like I said, the food, some of the food are spicy here. Someone that loves rice. I love rice. So being here in Ghana has just made me so happy food-wise because there's many rice dishes here, you know, like jollof, fried rice, and you know, oh my gosh, guys, what? Sorry, I might mispronounce this, but wache, I hope I'm saying that right. I'll just put the name up on the screen. I love it. I don't eat fish, so I'd order it without the fish, but apart from that, the pepe, that red sauce that has like some fish in it. Is it red? But it's a sauce that sometimes comes with the food that you ordered, right? And I don't eat fish. I'm just sad that many of the food that looks yummy that I'd love to try contains fish. We eat a lot here. Ghana has been feeding us. I've gained weight. My goal was to lose weight, but I've gained it even more. But I'm not complaining because I'm happy when I'm eating the yummy food. So I mean, it's part of life, man. When you're in a new country and you're trying out different food, I mean, you are bound to gain weight, no? Okay, so with cons, I don't want to say cons, right? But these are just some of the stuff that I do not really enjoy about my experience living here, which is the traffic. There is so much traffic here, and the roads here are scary. It's been months and I'm still not used to the roads here. It's just okay, I am quite used to it now, but wow, my goal was to get my driver's license soon, but now the whole thing of us moving here like just demotivated me. So I was like, okay, I'll get my license in Ghana. This will be here for a few years, so I might as well just get one. But the way people are driving, and then it's like this, and oh my gosh, there's so many moments where I thought I'd get in a car accident. But that's just how people drive here. It's just how you drive. It's just how it is. You won't get in a car accident. It's just how it is. It's so scary, but you're fine. The traffic is not nice. So every time I know I'm going somewhere that's quite far from where I live, I have to leave like an hour or like 30 minutes before, so I'm not late to whatever appointment I have, especially during rush hour. They're like 12:1 there. Hey, they're like 5:6 there, 5:6:7 there, 8. Sometimes at 8 also there's quite a traffic there a little bit. Hey, yeah. Second, the weather. I know I complain about it now, but I'm getting used to it now. But lately it's been cloudy, it's been raining, it's been cool, which I'm enjoying. But I know when this goes away, I'm gonna miss it a lot, and it will be back to the hot sun, hot air, everything. But the humidity, guys, like I said, it took me, I think, at least 2 months because I was always home during December and January, so I wasn't really out for too long. But now since I've started school and I'm out every day, yo guys, I thought I was gonna die. And I'm at school for so many hours, man. I'm just there like oh my gosh, and it's hot and there's so many people in the class. Just me, I'm always there with the fan. I'm over exaggerating, but that's just always how I am when it's like really hot. When it's really hot, when it's 34 or 35 degrees, yay, I am dying. Oh my goodness, my little brother brought me watermelon. It's just like one of the shocks for me about Ghana. Can't speak much further since we've just been here for a while, but this is just like a 6-month check-in on our life here in Ghana and what it's been like. And you know, we'll be here for the next few years, I would say, and there's still a lot for me to experience and a lot for me to learn and all that, which I'm so looking forward to. And yeah, I think like the following week will be like our 7th month. 7 months here. This year is going by way too quickly. These are just my experiences in Ghana, so please, I apologize if I have misspoken or have offended you in any kind of way, but our experience here in Ghana has been amazing so far, and the food has been amazing. The people here are amazing. Please look forward to more Ghana content. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, comment down below anything. I'll see you guys in the next video. I love you. Stay beautiful. Bye.